Hi, everyone, and Happy New Year. So this is the January Sacred Synchronicity Circle call, and we have a special guest today, which is a little different from what we normally do. And so we're making that up. So just roll with the flow here. But I'm really excited. We're going to use this call to set intentions. I haven't even told Christy this, but this was like the topic, and I know she'll wrap it into what she does. But since we're at the new beginning, we're just of the year, we'll be, thinking about what we want to be bringing in for 2024. I'm sure you've already been thinking about that. But it's always good to have extra listeners to what we want and be listened to powerfully. And that's what this call is all about. And so as Christy's getting ready for her portion, let me just do a quick centering exercise. And I don't know if I can close my eyes. I'm kind of excited that we have all this exciting things happening and people are still joining. And
There's Julia.
there she is. Welcome, everybody. So just take a few minutes and we'll just do a brief closing our eyes and go into that juicy core middle of yourself, that caramel, chewy, soft center that you have, and just ground yourself, because I can feel that I need to do that as well. Maybe you do too. And just feel that core part of you going all the way through your body to your feet, and feel your feet firmly planted on the floor, and just ground that energy so that we ground everybody in the call. And while we're talking about all these expansive ideas and inviting in our guides and our spirit guides, our animal guides, the beings that follow us around, we just want to be anchored inside of this beautiful energy. And with that, just think of something before we open our eyes, something that if you could create this year as your perfect year and have it be something that was really this time next year, we're sitting here going, wow, I'm so glad that I intended that because it was exactly what I wanted. Just get in touch with what that is for you. And let that simmer in our juicy center, in our center of energy of our group today. And take a deep breath. Let it all go. And we're back into the call. Just open your eyes when you're ready. All right. Well, I know we have a lot of fun people on the call. We'll let you say hello in just a minute, but I wanted to kind of give you an introduction to what today is all about for our Sacred Synchronicity Circle. And how we usually do the circle is we always pick a topic, or somehow Spirit gives me a topic that comes to me, and we'll focus our discussion on that. And so I just created the topic for today to be about intentions, setting our intentions, being heard, speaking powerfully, and creating. So as you're listening today, you might want to have a pen handy to write that down. You can start writing anytime. And how Christy came to join me today is Julia, who I believe is on the call. We'll say hi to her in a minute. A long time, probably one of my nearest and dearest, oldest and bestie clients and friends, and near and dear to my heart persons. Julia said, hey, a friend of mine is coming to Santa Fe. You two need to meet. So we did, right before the holidays got going, and we just, it was like we had known each other all along.
Yay.
And she'll tell you more about her, but she offered to do a session for me, and I was very excited about it. And at that particular time, I was kind of struggling around the topic of romantic relationship. And I had been dating someone, and that had seemingly fallen apart. And so when she said, what do you want to do? What's your focus that you want to do this session with me? I said, I think romantic relationship. And so we progressed in, this is the end result. So it's kind of like, I'll reverse engineer it without explaining everything because it's such a process. It originally started out with a black background and some white squiggly lines on it, and then it morphed into this. And what was the net result? I would say the big outcome is that my beloved that I had been sorely missing because we had broken up, he and I ended up getting back together, and that's Peter. Peter? Hi, Peter's on the call today.
Oh, Peter's on the call. Where's
Yeah,
Peter?
Peter, it says Pete
Oh.
Haggard.
Haggard. Hi, Peter. You're welcome.
You can give Christi a big pat on the back and a hug when you meet her, but it was amazing, this process. So without doing too much more, let me just say, Christi, welcome, and I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
And I'd love to, before you get going, I'd love to hear from a few of you on the call today, like what drew you to be here? And if there's an intention you're wanting to bring in, go ahead and share about that real quickly. And let's just hear from a few people on the call today.
I'll start.
Okay, Jan.
So what drew me to the call was, of course, our group and being here with everybody and starting the new year off this way. Also, very interested too in finding out more about Christi. That's exciting that we have a speaker, totally different for us, but I think it's great. My intention, well, there's a bunch of intentions, but probably the main intention for me is financial. So that's my main intention for 2024, because there's steps that I want to be able to take that are going to need financial things going on. So that's my intent. And welcome, Christi. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jan. Let's see, Mark Porteous and then Julia.
So Sacred Synchronicity got me here. As it was just shared, being part of this community is always a fun and joy. And I had the time blocked off because I thought that we had our networking event. Otherwise, every single moment of my week is packed. So Renee pointed out that I had it at the wrong time, just as I got the email that we were having it. So I was so excited. And of course, getting to meet Christi and hearing your story about this was intriguing. And now getting to hear Julia, who I haven't seen in years and years, and the fact that she brought you guys together and all of the synchronicities that are involved in this, I'm just grateful to witness.
Oh yeah, I love that you brought that up. There is a lot of sacred synchronicity pulling us together today. So I love that.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Do you have an intention or anything you want to throw in the pot while we're
Yeah, so when you were doing your meditation earlier, integration was the word that came in. My theme for the year is actually harmonious abundance, but as you were doing that exercise, integration, then led right to presence. And I was thinking about Alan Davidson and about embodiment, being centered and grounded. So that's really the theme that I have for this call.
Okay.
And for the year, bringing it in.
All right. Cool. Julia Love.
Love is in the room. I was just remembering when I first found out about you was from a not perfect customer in 2001. Somebody wanted a logo for like $25 for a thing they wanted to do called a what do they call it? Teleclass. And they were like, we want to do teleclasses like this. And so they fed me over to your teleclass in 2001. It's like the first teleclass I ever went to. And you talked about your book, Attracting Perfect Customers, The Power of Strategic Synchronicity. I was like, oh, I got to get that book. I got the book and I started using it. And then like a few years later, I noticed that Silva. Remember Silva?
Oh, of course, yes.
And she was teaching out of that book, and I was like, oh, I have that book, like that's a great book. She's like, oh, I work with Jan. I'm like, Jan works with people. I was like, it's like, Jan, like she comes down to earth to work with us. So that was 20, oh man, 22 years ago, 20 something. Yeah. And we used to have this thing, we would call it the attraction community. And those words came to me just the other day. Your attraction community. I'm like, yeah, the attraction community. That's what we would call it. And Anne, where did Anne go? Anne, I met through you.
Mhm.
Anne found me through you, Jan. Well, Mark, I met at JVIC. Christi forced me to be her best friend. I did an attraction planning talk at the Center for Spiritual Living in Santa Rosa, and Christi was there. This is like, I don't know, 8 years ago or something crazy like that. So yeah, synchronicities, and I saw that Christi was going to be here, so I had to support Christi. But I love the, the sense of community. A lot of the things I go to don't have that. I've been in masterminds where I don't even know the people in the group at all. And I don't know that I necessarily feel a lack either in that. I'm like there to learn a thing and then I'm out of there. But you have always been really great at creating community and magical synchronicity. So that's why I'm here. And my intention, I have a school. It's called the New Renaissance Business School. And it's for multi-passionate people who can't niche. They can't force themselves into a box. And it's now at about 25 people. I want to grow it to 100.
And I do what I'm going to do today in her school.
She does every month. We do a Christi's Clarity thing, and and it's amazing. I keep telling her it always works 100% of the time. I've never seen it not work where instantly the person getting the drawing, and we usually do it for a whole group, but individually one at a time, they instantly know what the drawing means. It's magical.
Yes.
So, thanks. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It starts with a squiggle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's brilliant. It's completely original and unique. Nobody else does it.
So nice. Okay. Awesome, Julia. Thanks for sharing. Anne Puglisi.
I love this group, so I always love to come here. It fills me up when I need it. I really need to be uplifted in communities like this. My intention is speaking my heart's voice expands my prosperity through community interaction.
Awesome. That's beautiful. We put that in the chat because I want to write that down. Beautiful, Anne. Thank you. And anybody else, if you want to put your intention for the year in the chat, then we'll be able to see everything. Megan, you're next.
Yeah, and that was beautiful. Thank you. Well, I believe it was Sacred Synchronicity out of which I met Jan, and that was in March of 2022. And that was in the retreat that Mark and Renee, the virtual retreat that Mark and Renee held, and Jan spoke. And I was attracted and signed up for one of her sessions, and I'm still here today. And on Monday, I attended Jan's strategic attraction planning session. And I believe that this was sacred synchronicity because out of that session, I visualized and spoke about something that I had never even imagined before. And that was finding or manifesting a philanthropist who will aid us in building our cottage. And been thinking about it, and it still feels a little outrageous, but it's definitely in me. I'm incorporating the idea. So yeah, it's there. So that will be my intention. And also just a really strong intention of happiness and well-being and kindness that I can extend out into the communities that I'm part of.
Yeah. Cheers, cheers
Yeah.
to that. Okay, thank you, Megan. Yeah, Mark, Megan and I met in one of the breakout rooms.
It's funny, she said when you spoke, and I was like, I think that you had spoken at the live event in 2020, but I think it was just speaking together one-on-one.
Yeah, it was, we were both attending virtually, but we were in, that's where we met.
Beautiful. We're gonna get to meet Russell in person.
Nice. Okay, thanks, Megan. And Kim, how about you?
Well, I'm delighted to be here. I didn't think I was going to make it, but my heart was drawn to come. So I was like, huh. And then circumstances worked out where I could be here. And it goes along with my theme. I'd say my theme for this year, my husband and I are entering a new chapter in our lives. And I feel like an artist with a blank canvas. And so my intention is really, and I say it every day, God work within me and through me to bless others and let me know and trust that I am always in the right place at the right time for the best possible things to occur. And it has been amazing to enter that kind of space. And I'm in a chapter where I can allow that kind of space to happen. And part of it has been really being dedicated to my meditation and breath work practices and allowing the silence to deepen within so that I move from a place of true authenticity of my own heart. And so it's been a beautiful thing to witness and notice when I catch like in the shoulds or I could or that, and just go, okay, go within. Where are you being guided to now? And what, it's just a phone call to a person or that, and then I learned, oh, that they were in trouble. They needed that. And I shared yesterday in a group Mark was in with me. I've had a lot of people going through difficulty and I've lost some good friends in the last year. So really valuing the preciousness of life. And so gratitude is a huge piece that I've been nurturing and also claiming vital health in the process. So.
Wow. So universe doesn't want you to sit on the sidelines very long.
I like to say, don't.
Sitting, Jan, as my husband says, you are coaching and moving every day. You're, it's just in a different kind of container. So we'll see what containers or not show up. But I've been called into some pretty interesting places to help guide and soothe and minister. Yeah. So.
I heard that word slip in there. Be sure everybody put in the chat because I want to save these. So whenever you feel like it. But
Kim, are you living at a ski resort?
We have a place in Boulder and in Winter Park, Colorado, which is a ski resort.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is a beautiful little mountain town in Colorado.
Mary Jane was my favorite place to ski.
Well, there's an open room, Mark. Anytime you can come back.
Mary Jane's backside. I loved it.
I will be there in about 2 hours.
Mm.
So yeah. I didn't know you were a skier. That's good to know.
I gave up skiing for surfing. I just never picked up surfing.
Not a lot of skiing in Florida.
Mountain snow.
Water skiing, maybe. Anybody else like to share what your intention is or what brought you here. Because I see Christy over there. She's busy. She's got
Oh, yes.
something working. She's doing her thing. She can talk about it in a minute, but you're giving her the fodder for her art that she's creating as you speak. So anybody else, throw it in there because we want this piece of art to reflect it.
Yes, Jan, I'll go.
Thanks, Tony.
I want to figure out what I want to do when I grow up at my age. And
Absolutely.
and I miss having Alan's laser focus.
Oh,
I'm sure as almost all of us do who work with him. And also like to this year find a romantic partner. May have had one, not may have found one, not by, I don't know what you call it, synchronicity or whatever, just being, but about 3 weeks ago, I had a woman from high school contact me through classmates. And it's been over,
that's definitely a synchronicity, a sacred synchronicity. Yeah,
I'd say
That's
so
awesome.
after 50 years.
I know. Amazing. Yeah. Cool. Did you ask her out?
A little bit difficult. I'm in Texas. She's in Florida, but she did hint around about coming to visit her.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So what's your intention for the year, Tony?
I want to get focused. I've got a new business opportunity. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff I've had, I don't know whether it's just me being persnickety in my old age, or just I get bored easily. And a lot of stuff I do, I want to keep my mind. I want to be like a couple of my mentors, John Templeton and Phil Corradi. They both Templeton worked till he was full time till he was 98. Corradi till he was 102, still going into the office as an investment advisor. So I want to emulate those guys. So if I ever have at least 30 years to go on that. As I'm fond of telling people in my business, the most undervalued and underappreciated asset in the investment business is gray hair or lack of hair.
Absolutely. And I love Julia put it in the chat. Here's to never retiring.
Absolutely.
Or if you retire, I consider it like brand new tires. Like get new tires.
I call it relifement. Relifement.
Relife.
New threads.
Yes.
Retreads.
Retread.
What was that last comment? You call it what?
Relifement.
Oh,
Relife.
relifement. Thank
I
you.
love that.
Who wants to get tired? Aren't we already tired?
Love it. Love it.
I like the part where she's saying we love our work so much that we don't want to
Yeah.
retire.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm for that.
Jan, what I have done is I do have a drawing here. I don't remember people's intentions, but I actually assigned kind of a number to people by how they're showing up in the thing. And I'm gonna, so we just have another 30 minutes, right?
That's right.
Okay, so can I move forward?
Yes.
Okay, so, and like Julia says, this is always kind of amazingly magic, except for technology. No, including technology. Is that my other one? Okay, so this is the order, and I'm gonna do this really fast since we only have 3 minutes. Now you, in this process,
We have 30 minutes.
I mean, 30 minutes, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what happens for me is that I just scribble, and you'll see, I'm going to show you this in a second. I just scribble, and then things emerge out of that based on kind of our interaction, because I'm actually tapping into your intuition as much as I'm accessing mine. And so it's already kind of evolved, and you can ask two things, either for clarity or what's the block. When I show you these drawings and I call your name, I actually drew 10 squares, random squares on this, and I think there's 9 of us in here, so the last one will be for your group. But I'm going to go through and call on you and show you in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have no idea what it means for you, but you will, and I will help guide you in that. Okay. So first of all, can you spotlight the black screen for me? And the reason I have it black right now is people watch me draw and they get too interested in that or assuming or whatever. But you want to see that big on your camera, because that's where the juicy stuff is going to take place. I think, well, no, that would just pin it for me.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, does everybody see? Now I'm seeing you. If you go up to my picture, click on the 3 dots, and I think you can either pin me or you can make me spotlight me. Me. That's what you want to do.
Black spot.
Yeah, the black spot. Okay. Does everybody see that?
No.
No. So I think you need to make it spotlight.
Okay.
I think you might be. Oh. Yeah, we still have all the squares up.
All
If
right.
you click the 3 dots and then it should say spotlight.
In my picture, the 3, hover over my black picture.
That's what I did.
And spotlight.
I pin that and then it's just a black screen. Is that what we're?
That's what we.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
each
so we can all
individual
see
wants
that.
to pin it, you can do
Okay.
that too.
Yeah.
Spotlight should do it too. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you guys give me a thumbs up when you're ready, when you see the black screen large.
Ready.
Okay, and now hover over my picture, the black
Okay.
picture.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Okay, okay, so I'm gonna take off my screen here and I'm gonna show you, but I'm seeing other people. I'm not seeing. Let me go to gallery. I can do it this way. Okay, so this is
I got it.
this is what's emerged so far. Okay, and let me get my screen right here. Okay, and are you guys seeing that upside down?
I don't know.
The heart is upside down.
Your finger is at the bottom of the screen.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Now there's an X at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, okay, let me put this on this side and see if I can do it this way. Okay.
Sunshine
Yeah.
at the bottom of the screen when you had it the other way. The sun was rising at the bottom. Now
This
it's
is the top, and it's still at the bottom.
Yeah, we have it upside down at
It's
the moment.
reversed image.
Yeah. So I think you had to correct that last spin. The sunrise was at the bottom.
Yeah, the sunrise should be at the bottom.
That's
There,
at
the
the
heart
bottom
is
and a
up. The
heart.
heart is right side up now.
Now it's right side up. Oh,
Bottom
interesting.
left.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Here we lift it just a little bit. It's there we go. Okay. So the order of this goes, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so Mark, actually, you are first, and this is your little image right here. And do you want clarity or do you want to unlock a block to your intention for this year?
It's funny because Alan always talks about clarity, but I would rather unlock a block.
Okay, so when you look at this, what's the first thing you think or feel this little section right here? And this got to be quick because
Okay.
get to everything.
So you're just talking about that little section in there about what I see in that picture, what I feel about that.
Yes.
Warm oozing.
Pardon?
Warm oozing.
Warm oozing. Okay. So is the oozing a good thing or a bad thing? Or what I would say is some, in these I get a little bit more directive, is that there's something oozing underneath here that is not supporting you.
Okay.
But what would this be if this was holding you back?
That little spot right there, I don't know. Like I'm seeing a sock, a stocking,
Okay, so if it's a sock or a stocking, what would that say to you for maybe walking on this earth? Soft-footed? Are you being too tender-footed? Is it something like that? From what you said, I would maybe jump into courage. Do you need a little more courage?
sure.
Okay.
Courage.
Okay, so we're going to make this a little sock. What do you need to break through this boundary to have courage? You can even choose a color. What's a color?
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay. So, and this healing this is a taking place of a healing in the moment. Kind of like when I worked with Jan, it was like all of a sudden it was like, this is removed. And this light of the yellow.
That's the word that I was keep saying is light. That's what
Light.
that's what I
Yes.
need more of.
So add more light to what's holding you back.
Is that like illuminating it?
To give you courage. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna do this really quick. Okay. Okay.
Well done. Thank you.
Peter, I have used number 2. So here we go. So would you like clarity or would you like to clear a block? Can you unmute, Peter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you are. Okay, I hear you now. Okay.
Okay. I want to have clarity.
Okay. In your intention. So if you see this, what does this mean to you? This little spiral with orange in it.
Based on clarity?
Yes. Or anything, because sometimes that leads us to clarity, right?
I liked it because it was orange and I liked the University of Texas, but hook 'em horns.
So
No,
there is an enthusiasm in the color of orange.
I love it. Absolutely.
And so would you like more enthusiasm as part of your intention for this year? Well, I can't imagine hanging out with Jan doesn't give you more enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
Yes. And
I feel like I have so much to offer and I'm busting at the seams and I just don't know how to kind of either get it out there or I'm working in this one, not narrow. I'm very grateful. I hope to be there 10 years, but I just have a lot to offer and I don't know how to make that first step.
Okay, so there's 2 clouds in the way. Okay, if you had a cloudy day and you wanted to bring your enthusiasm in as sunshine or light, orange is a good color for that, what would you do to bust up these clouds?
Have serious intention, want something.
So I would
not that sure what that thing is, but
so think about the word serious. You would have serious intention. Is that the energy you want to bring in to bust up these clouds? Serious intention?
Yeah, get out of my way.
Okay, you want to get out of your way.
Or
So
get the
we
clouds.
have
Yeah, get me.
Peter right here. Okay, and so there is something. And so one of the things that I do is I'll take a drawing for somebody and I'll redraw it. We would do this. You might look at this, so I can send this to Jan and she can somehow get it out to you, the whole drawing to everybody. But so you're in your own way. What if it's being serious that's in your own way?
Yeah.
Okay, and so
Yeah,
I'm
lighten
gonna
up, I guess,
because
lighten up. I, you know,
it's joy,
right. Yes.
because that's what I've heard in your energy with Jan.
Yeah.
And you think there's a thought process here of you're thinking of who you have to be in the business world. Apply the joy that you are in your relationship to whatever it is you do, and plant the seeds in the unknown. That's what will burst through this
Yes.
stuck place into. But you have clarity on what it is you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is really the block. It's not the clarity. Okay. Okay. And Tony, I'm sorry, Tony, you're next. Yes. Sorry, it's so quick, but
Yeah, that's good.
Tony, unmute yourself, wave at me. There you are. Okay. Do you want clarity or do you want to unblock? And this is your little arena right here.
You said clarity or unblock, Christy?
Yes. Yes.
I'd probably go with unblock.
Okay. Do you have, what was your intention that you said for this year?
To grow my business, produce
Okay.
enough cash flow.
There's two things in the way here. One is this one and one is this one. Now, what's a color for success? Because we're going to color this into the background around here. What's a color for success for you?
Blue.
Blue. Okay, so light blue or
Navy.
okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as I'm coloring this in, I want you to think, what if these are two things that are in your way from your success in your business, what might they be?
Belief in myself.
Self-worth. Yeah. Okay, so which one of these is self-worth? This one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then there's another little tiny story that has been told to you since you were young that is also something that's holding you back. Do you know what it is?
Not smart enough.
What is it?
Not smart enough.
Oh, not smart. Okay. So what is your spiritual belief? Just, do you believe in God? Do you believe in the universe? Do you not believe in any of that? So I can.
No, very spiritual, very non-church going with organized churches.
Okay. So I would say this line right here is your spiritual self. And these two things are in your way. And yet, if you are a spiritual being, how can you not be worthy?
It's contradictory.
Exactly. And if you are a spiritual being, how can you not be smart? It's a contradiction. So the work for you right now is to find the replacement for I am the divine in expression is one that I would use for me because I love the word divine. I am the divine in expression, and I have all of the wisdom of the divine. And so whenever you feel stuck, you don't even need to know why you are stuck. You just feel some hesitation. You go, wait a minute. I am the divine in it. I am the divine in expression. I am about the Father's work, if that's your languaging, whatever it is. Because I hate to say this, but most of us do this anyway. You're dissing the divine when you are not showing up to do the divine's work. Okay? Okay? Okay. Okay, Anne, you're next, and we're right over here. What does this look like to you, Anne?
It looks like part of a fir tree. It reminded me of a spiral that I long ago in therapy was like you spiral and you work on the same issues as you develop.
Oh, okay. So this is a model. I'm going to just play with this for a minute. This is a model that I use to help people see how to break through a stuck place. And it is that this is the problem. We're going to draw the problem right up here, like the trunk of the tree. Sorry, my white pencils are getting dull. Where's my pencil sharpener? Okay, so this is the problem, whatever it is. And what we do is we come out here and we fix it. We go, okay, yay, things are going good again. But then we come out here and we hit the mark again. We go back down that slippery slope or whatever. And if we're kind of in program, we kind of come out here again. And if we hit this again, we often, and this is where people really kind of fall down in this, is they go, oh, see, I'm never going to solve that problem. I hit it again. Instead of, and so yours is actually, because I saw a Christmas tree too, yours is about celebrating how far you have come. And that's what people forget to do, is to celebrate how far they have come. And so you are here, remember you are here, and celebrate every time you come out here, and celebrate when you hit the mark again, because it means you're that much further up and you will work off of that problem, will transform. So I don't get rid of problems, I transform them into helpers in my life.
Thank you, Christi.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, let's see. Next, I have Barbara, and we're back over here.
Yellow.
In yellow. Yep, there we go. Let me see who's. Oh, Barbara. Hi. So, when you see this, is clarity or block? What do you? And you see this? What's your first thought?
Well, before I got my choice, I was thinking do block because it's more efficient. Like, so should I say something? I mean, looking at that, it'd be cool to have clarity. I mean, it's a moon, it has light, I don't know. I have my moon in Cancer.
Oh, moon in Cancer. Yeah. So you're a homebody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the clarity. This is this, I would say, especially this would be the block. Okay. Oh. Now, what's your intention for this year?
Well, I need, I'm trying to start a new career as an artist, and also, coaching people, talking to people, which I've always wanted to do since I was a kid, but I never started. And I'm totally broke. I have to monetize it. So that's a stress. And also my home is like really overcrowded, and that's a big stress. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So we have overcrowded house. down here, and we have money down here. Okay, so these are the two things that are holding you back, but they don't need to. We can create them as the foundation. So if, well, I'm just going to do this for sake of time. We're going to draw the mountains of, say, the earth, and we're going to highlight them with the moonlight right here. And when drawings take place, like your money and your crowded house and something else over here has already started resolving itself in a positive way, because you are shining. And so you started saying, I want to be. So the I am is the important part of this moon. I am artist and, oh, that was supposed to say coach, sorry. Well, coach and career. I am artist and coach. And one of the things that I like to say to people, if I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it.
Well,
Okay.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, what?
Well, I know I can do art because I've drawn since I was a kid. The coaching thing, I've never been trained in any way. I just like really want to help people. I just really wish I could talk and do something.
So right now there is the foundation. So this is going to be how to do this. This foundation has been provided. Now, you don't need a coach, I'm sorry, and I'm trained as a coach and I paid lots of money to do it, right? But you already know how to help people.
Thank you.
And write your vision of what that looks like.
Okay.
How would you help people? Okay, good. Okay, who's next?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I gotta find my second piece of paper here. Oh, Jan Jones. Yeah, Jan Jones.
Okay. Other Jan.
Okay, I would say we're working on a block here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your intention for the new year?
To be able to financially support myself in the work that I love.
Right, the
And,
money.
Yeah, and it's to be able to leave the traditional medical field that I am, the office where I work now, to be able to leave that.
And looking at this block, what would be a remedy if you were to say, Christi, draw this on here to remedy this?
Win the lottery. Seriously.
Okay. So, but I'm gonna, okay. So what would I do to this to look like winning the lottery? Okay. So we're going to go like this. We're going to make it expansive. How about that? Expansive with light. Okay. Now, the people that win the lottery, do you know how many of them get poor? Because they overspend, they over la la la. So if you've already won the lottery, by the way, just right now, this light, what is it that you want more than money? What would the money give you that you would love?
The money would give me the time to really do the work that I love, because
okay, so you want time freedom.
Yes.
You want time freedom. So stop wishing for the money, okay, and start knowing that you have time freedom to give your gift in the world.
I already do that to a certain extent with
but
that.
you do that with time freedom means that all your needs are met. It means that all of your things you want to do in life, it means your rent is paid and all of those things if you truly have time freedom. So embody it I call it exponentiate that concept of time freedom. And it may show up through money or it may show up through opportunity, but we limit how it shows up when we need money. when we need money, we are in a survival mode.
Mhm.
And we can't really manifest from a survival mode. So do whatever it takes for you to connect with whatever your higher power is, and know that since you are doing that work in the world, you are fully supported to do that.
Okay.
Okay? So time freedom exponentiated. I'm going to put a squared down there. Okay. So hey, Julia, you're next, right down here. Oh, look, you got a heart. And yours was expanding the new business renaissance.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and here we go. We've got this, I don't know if you can see the blue
Yeah.
squigglies around it and the heart. What more do you need in either clarity or unblocking something?
Stars. I wanted to
I can do that. Absolutely. Yeah. The
So-
unlimited potential.
unlimited.
Mhm.
So, and yet there's still a disconnect between me and them.
Aha. So let us,
The white line
yep,
around the heart. So we need to, yeah, we need to color that in.
yep.
And to remember that that is who I am.
I am remembering who I am. Yes. And where's my,
And then more magenta.
and then put,
Oh, put the stars inside. Thank you.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And
There
we're
really
gonna put
is no
stars right at the edge of this too. And so maybe this is like the current students, the current going on, and this is expanding it out into the universe.
Yeah, that looks like it right there. But just a little more magenta in the heart.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Thank
You're welcome. Interesting. Okay, so Kim.
Yes.
Oh, that's you. Okay. Okay, so, and you noticed the sunrise the other, when we were doing the upside downside thing.
I did. I
So
did.
that's yours. So clarity or unstuck?
I think clarity.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yes. And
So
for-
what is your intention for this year?
It was just God or the divine living within and through me to bless others, and knowing and trusting that I'm always in the right place at the right time for the best possible things to happen.
And how do you bring that into your everyday knowing?
And vital health was part of that.
And vital, okay. And
Yeah.
vital health is one of the mechanisms which you are able to do this.
Yes.
Yes.
And ask the question again.
So, what was, what are you doing on a daily basis to embed this purpose?
I am, and it's interesting. When I saw that picture, I thought of joy, and that's one of my biggest intentions, is to bring greater joy to on this planet. And the way my vehicle is to cultivate it within. So I've been really working with the meditation, breath work, and yoga practice almost daily. Yes, to have it cultivate through me before I can give it out. So yeah.
And 9 things. So you just mentioned like 3 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
And
Okay.
you already named some of them. And what do you do to find joy? Find your own joy?
I move in my body. I'm a person of nature.
Nature.
Yes,
That's
nature.
another one of these. Yes.
Nature, moving my body, contributing, a sense of purpose. So to, I love supporting, I love supporting others from a place of just holding space of non-judgment so that, yeah.
Okay. So this looks like water. I need to jump over to Megan next. But this looks like water.
Water, yes.
And water is usually emotion.
Okay.
And emotion is the catalyst for manifesting. For both your clients or the people whose lives you touch, as well as for your own. So check your emotion, set your intention, and be your emotion. Okay.
Thank you.
And Megan, look at, so actually I miscounted, and look at, you have this whole little square here. Are you looking for clarity or unblocking? You can see that kind of helps both. It's not the
Probably unblocking.
Okay, so when you see this, first of all, what do you notice?
Oh, I see blue sky and stars, dreams coming true.
And there's a whole blank area down here. So
Yes.
what would you think of if you saw that whole blank area of you moving into your life intention, your intention for this year?
Move it into the light.
Okay, so we'll move it into the light by adding light, but guess what else? I'm just gonna you get to write it the way you want it. It is a blank slate, my dear.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, well, just let me write a few things down here. What would you like to manifest this year? Say 3 things, and I'm gonna write it in here for you.
Oh, happiness.
Happiness. What will bring you happiness?
A home.
A home. Can I put that as the second thing?
Sure.
Okay. And what else?
Celebration.
Celebration. And I'm going to put one more down there, which is, and it kind of relates to the gentleman, Tony, self-worth. All of those are you have those now in this moment. And all that you need to do to make those come into being is, first of all, get out of your own way and allow the light to shine on that. So home seems like it's got a lot of emotional impact on it. What is okay, here's your homework assignment. Write a description of what it would feel like to be in the home that you desire.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Jan, we didn't get so here's your whole picture, Jan.
Beautiful.
And this is, yeah, this is like, I'm getting chilly bumps here. This is like you have brought all of this healing, all of this manifestation in by inviting me here today to share this with people. And this is your work.
Beautiful.
Yes. So, okay. And I will snap a picture of this and I will send it to Jan, and she can send it out to you however she is in touch with you.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Okay. Wow. Christi, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Let's see. Let's just get. Oh, wow. That was amazing. So,
That was fast.
yeah, I know that's like the fast food version, but thank you so much. I know there's so much more you could say to each person, and I appreciate you tapped in so quickly to everyone. So,
And sometimes it happens even better that way, you know what I mean?
yes. Let's
Yeah.
have one person acknowledge Christi for all of us. Who would be the one to kind of wrap up the end of our call and acknowledge her for being here?
I'll do it.
Let's see. Who was it? Barbara?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Christi, I see your sincerity and your enthusiasm, and I'm just so happy that you chose to. No, I'm gonna cry, but I'm not sure why. But I'm so glad that you chose this thing to do for a living or for your whatever, to give your gift to the world. And I'm just so happy for the people here that know you, for Jan, yeah, and everything. I just want to see you go out into the world in bigger and bigger ways so you can do these really, really lovely and sweet things you have done for each of us today. So thank you so much.
That's so touching. Thank you so much.
And I will get Christi's information, and when I send out our art, I'll put her information there. So if you would like to reach out to her for a session with her or to learn about her work and her programs, you can have access to that as well. Well, thank you everybody for coming. Anybody have anything else you want to say before we close for today?
Happy New Year.
Celebrate.
I just want to say, Christi, I've noticed your hummingbirds. They're a spirit animal for me.
Nice.
Age them and they die, and they bring joy. So thank you for the joy you brought to all of us and your gifts. It's really been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I felt the joy through this, everybody here. So I appreciate that. And as you could, it fills me up, to do this work in the world. So thank you for allowing me the privilege to do that as well.
Okay.
And thank you, Jan.
Yes.
Thanks, Jan, for inviting me.
Yeah. Definitely Sacred Synchronicity brought us together.
Yes. And Julia.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye for now. We'll see you next month.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you all.
Love you.
Love you.
I'll
Love
ski
you
with
all.
you someday, Jan.
I want to. Yes, I'm practicing.
So just saying, this place has beginner to advanced. So, and I've got a 4-bedroom place.
Okay. We'll talk. We shall talk.
So, yeah, if not this year, we'll get it on our count. But yes, you're always welcome.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll be in Santa Fe when you are. I'm going to a women's retreat in Santa Fe the weekend you're at Mark's. So yeah.
All right.
So
I'll
otherwise,
bring you back.
okay. Well,
All right.
bye.
Bye,
Thanks.
everybody.